Hey, Clean Impact team, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well, staying blessed, be remarkable, being humble, and striving to be your best every day. You always want to make sure you're striving to be your best version of yourself. Don't give up on yourself. That's one thing you don't want to do, is not give up on yourself. So just strive to be your best. That's just a little motivation for today. Nothing too much. Today I am going to be talking about um, wiping surfaces. Now, everybody knows how to wipe the surface, but there's a few little details that go into wiping surfaces that I feel like you guys should know. One off bat that everybody should know is to make sure that you are dry wiping before you wet wiping your surfaces. And what that does is stop the dust from getting wet and spreading all around while you're wiping it. If you guys haven't seen or haven't noticed, when you do spray dust or dirt on a surface before cleaning it off with something dry, it is going to spread, and then you're just going to be pushing it around. That little line of dirt that you guys will see, that's dust and dirt. You want to make sure you get that off of the surface before you get it wet and clean it. Two, if you notice, sometimes people spill something clear like icing or some type of gel or whatever it is that's clear and sticky that can stick to a desk or whatever the surface is. If you look at it from certain angles, you can see it. So sometimes clear stuff that is, stuck on a desk is hard to see. And if you rub your hands across it, you can feel it as well. Another thing is you can rub your hand across the desk or, the surface. I don't know why I keep saying desk. Or the surface that you're cleaning, and, you can feel snags and crumbs and stuff like that. So just make sure that you're, doing those before you are wiping the desk. Another thing is if you have a filthy surface with, crumbs and all that, dirt, marker, pen, all that stuff, make sure you letting the spick and span sit for like a minute, probably not even that, 30 seconds. Won't kill you. Just let it sit, do something else while you're letting that soak so it can soak, and once you go and wipe it, it'll be easy to wipe up. I've done this plenty of times, so I know it works. So let that chemical sit and let it do what it's supposed to do, and 9 times out of 10 it'll wipe up. Now if you let it soak and it doesn't wipe up, you don't have to sit there and try to get this, whatever the situation is. You don't have to sit there and get it up. If you can't get it up, take a picture and be like, hey, I think we need something stronger to get this up, or it's probably just something that just can't come up. It's probably just stained onto the surface, which is fine as long as it's clean. Another thing is the edges. Now, I haven't talked about this ever before, and it occurred to me that, hey, I need to talk about edges. Some like edges of counters, tables, desk, surfaces, any flat horizontal surface. You want to make sure you are getting the edges that's around the surface. A lot of people don't. And also look under the table, look under the desk, look under the surface, look under, whatever it is that you can look under, because people stick gum and stuff under it. And a good thing that would, help with that is a scraper. I already talked about the scraper though. So if you don't have a scraper, you want a scraper, you need to, scrape gum from under something, ask for a scraper. But this is about cleaning the surfaces and mainly these edges. And I'll show you how I get the edges. All right, so let me show you guys. When I thought about this, I was like, man, I'm a pro for real. So what I do is when I'm doing the edges, my thumb is right here. I make sure, I get my towel nice and decent, don't need it to be sloppy wet. Or you can spray the edges before, you do this. But what I do is, like I said, my thumb is right here. I put pressure on there while I am wiping the table as well. And, I just go like so. Now, I'm not gonna go all the way around this table, but you get the picture. Like, if you were going around the whole table or surface, then obviously you would walk in a circle and keep your, the pressure on this edge while you're cleaning it, and just keep going. So, and that's an important part, because there are, you got to think about, there's like short people who can sit at a table and they can see the edges better than someone who is tall, because it's closer. Their eyes are closer to the edge rather than someone who's tall. So just think about that when you are cleaning tables. Think about cleaning these edges, man, because they are detrimental too, because even if, you do clean the top, the edges could be dirty, and then boom, they could go look at the edges. And what do you got to do to look at the edges? You got to bend down a little bit. Then that's going to make them look under the table. And when they look under the table, if they see a bunch of gum and stuff like that, then I'm like, okay, well, they do some of their job right, but not all of it. We want to make sure we're doing all of it, okay? So that's it for today. Be remarkable, stay humble as always, and strive, man. Just keep striving, everybody. Thanks.